A little distant away from home. Yeah, so good night again. Wonderful. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for those who have just popped in. We were waiting on you to get started. You're here. We are off and running. Welcome to this presentation. It is the most exciting, most innovative, I'll say, business there is right now. I know a lot of persons may be able to make more money somewhere else. But what we are offering is not just wealth, but health. And that is crucial. And I've often asked, wherever I go, I ask, what is most important to you, health or wealth? And I'm not sure some persons are just pretending, but most persons tell me, well, health first and wealth will come later. And that is, I think, is the way to go. You can have a lot of money, but if your health is deteriorating, you would wish that you had switched it over and have the health instead of the wealth. But here's what, with health, you have the potential to acquire wealth, right? When you do not have health, then you are in a straight in a straight, and you'd wish that you had preserved your health a little better when you were running after the wealth. All right. So it is important that we do so. And that is what LiveGood was established to give you both health, to improve your health, and also to eradicate poverty. All right. And so to bring this together, we needed to have individuals who knew what they were all about. Not only persons who could talk, but persons who could actually walk, walk the walk and not just talk it. Because ultimately, if you make a commitment to helping people and you tell them that you will bring to them the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market, you need to be able to back it up. And this is what LiveGood is, and this is why it's established, and this is what it's all about, to help persons by bringing to them the most advanced nutritional supplement that is made from the purest, highest quality. And not only that, but it is designed to achieve results. And for everyone who is on the LiveGood product, they testify that it actually works. And that's important. So LiveGood's mission to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it is indeed working out to be truthful. All right. So LiveGood, it was established in Florida in the United States. It is established in the United States. It was launched on December 13th, 2022. So that we are just about 3 weeks away from the first year. It's and LiveGood has shown how it has burst through the market, and literally it is the fastest growing multi-level marketing company for this year 2021, and that's just the first year. All right. And we are currently on track, or at least we will be very, very near the million member mark by its first year, and that is remarkable in and of itself. So who's the persons behind that stupendous growth? A man called Ben Glensky. He's the founder, he's the CEO of this company, and he has teamed up with 3 other persons in particular, and others, of course, but the 3 main individuals who have helped put this whole concept together. And honestly, they have not done any, I do not know that they have done any modification with regards to the plan for over this year. They have added more products, but in terms of redoing the compensation plan or rethinking it, it seemed that they got it right from the very start. They took time to establish it, and they have run with it, and it is actually producing results, and persons are coming on board. So along with Ryan Goodkin, who's the director of product development, with his wife Lisa, who is the one who gives you the education as it relates to the products, and Noda Kazan, who is the network marketing guru, who actually gets that presence of LiveGood on the social media space. They have done a remarkable job in getting us where we are. Now, LiveGood is a direct sales company like most other network marketing company. But the difference is LiveGood is seen as we speak an explosion in interest and growth. And that is unlike some of the more established companies, Herbalife, Usana, Nu Skin. They have been around for many, many years, right? Many, many years in the network marketing space, but they are seeing decline in their growth. They are seeing decline in their membership. And at the same time, there are other companies in that same space, that same time, is seeing astronomical growth. The Walmart, the Costco, the Amazons, and LiveGood is seeing growth, while the more established ones, Avon and the Herbalife and so forth, are seeing a decline. You ask why? Why is that so? And that is the reason that LiveGood started when it started, because Nora Kazan and Ben Glinsky examined the market and they saw the trend. They interpreted the trend of what was taking place after COVID, and they recognized that the companies that have a membership that gives some benefits, direct benefits to its members, actually are seeing growth. And those who rely on the traditional way and have not improved themselves in that regard, people friendly and so forth, they are seeing decline. So when LiveGood started in December 13th of last year, I'm sure that the directors anticipated that it was going to grow, but not as fast as we are seeing. All right, last week we were 820,000, and this week we are 850,000 already. So, I mean, it's going so fast. I keep having to change and modify and update this portion of the slide, but just faster than I'm able to do it. So, why is it that many persons are so excited about LiveGood? Well, for one, number one, LiveGood offers its product where at a discounted price, and persons who come on board with LiveGood, who are members of LiveGood, sometimes can experience savings of up to 75% as compared to other network marketing company. In other words, what persons would probably get for $100 US, LiveGood can offer it to its members for $25 US, and without any diminishing or any shortchanging of quality. As a matter of fact, our quality is a lot of the times better than what has been out there for all these years, all right? Because we take time to do it and to do it well and to make it result-oriented, all right? The ingredients are especially chosen. It meets the highest quality, and it actually is blended in such a way as only Ryan Goodkin can do as a chemist himself, so that there is no interaction, no kind of negative interaction, no adverse reaction with the ingredients. They are supportive of each other, they are symbiotic, and they actually enhance the product, all right? And that's why we are seeing this growth. And you know, this person's being happy about what they're getting. Now, as it relates, the other reason that LiveGood is doing better is because, unlike other network marketing company, LiveGood, it has made a paradigm shift in the industry. You see, the traditional network marketing company usually have a good product, but it's usually overpriced. They usually they rely upon auto ship. In other words, they would send every month. There is products that are sent to you automatically, and you have a responsibility to try to sell it out. And even if you did not sell out, next month's shipment is coming, and you can't stop it, except if you completely leave the company. You need, that's a requirement. There is that monthly product sale that is required. So you have to be looking for persons, chasing persons to buy things. And some of us are just not skilled at doing that. So your rank is based upon your volume. And the bad thing is that after you've worked hard for the month, you may have gotten a little compensation, but next month you have to start all over again and start from zero, try to sell these products again. Persons are tired of this, right? They're tired of it. The sales, the economy of skills right now, the economy is not doing well. A person just don't have that disposables to actually go ahead buy an expensive product. Now, it doesn't mean that they do not believe the product work, but they just can't afford it. All right. So LiveGood have made a disruption in that concept. We require none of what you just saw there. Right? We do not require you to buy. We don't require you to sell. If you do it, if you want to, you do it. If you have the will to do it, but it's not a requirement. All right. The other thing about LiveGood that is different is that unlike even the other companies that has membership, they usually do not give money back. They might give you a discount where you actually keep some money in your pocket, but they don't give direct money back to you, right? LiveGood gives money back to its members. It shares its profits and its income with its members who qualify, all right? And so that's an additional bonus, additional incentive for persons being part of LiveGood. Now, what are the products that LiveGood have that have come on the market, right? And that has proven to be top-notch in quality and consistency. What are the products that we have that is unmatched anywhere? I will go through some of those that we have with you, all right? So, and show you that LiveGood's product is at the very best quality that you will find anywhere, all right? As with every natural product, vitamin supplements, there are certain things that we cannot claim because we are debarred from doing so. And so the FDA would tell us that we cannot make claims that our products will diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. However, we can see that the product will address the deficiencies that we have in our body and provide the nutrients that we are lacking, all right? And so that we would stick with. Methylene Blue is one of the newer products that we have. And this one is, I put it at the first because most times, well, for one, maybe our brain is the most important organ in our body. And so if we have a product that targets the brain and helps out in the brain function, then we would want to put it right up there, all right? We all need that frontal lobe to be active so that we will make proper decisions. We will have the retention skills to retain the information that are useful for us to know. Now, when we are young, our brains are sharp. We have mental clarity. For one, we don't have the stress. We don't have to worry about where the food is going to have to come from and where the money has to come from to run the house. We are just free, and so our brain are creative. There's just more space for it to learn and to resolve problems and so forth. But that also has to do with what is called the mitochondrial energy level. Every cell has a mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell, which is responsible for giving power and vitality to the cell and functionality to the cell. It gives it the energy to continue to work. Now, you may know what to do, but if you're weak and you're sluggish and you don't have the energy, you just can't do it. So when we are young, we have all of that energy. Our mitochondria is working well. As we begin to age, from 30 upwards, the mitochondrial energy begins to decline. And so as the energy of the cell decline, the functionality of the cell, it also declines. So we begin to see a decline in our attention. We begin to see a decline in our memory, as well as mental clarity and our agility to do things, how quickly and easily we to do things, all right? And so in other words, our brain begins to degenerate, all right? And that happens as we grow. So we need to improve in order for us to regain that ability to focus and to perform better and even to learn new things. We need to again revive or upgrade our mitochondrial health, right? Its energy level. How do you do that? One of the best ways to do it is by a product called Methylene Blue. Methylene blue is able to increase the amount of oxygen that is delivered to the brain cells. And so it improves the energy producing factories in those cells. That is our mitochondria. All right. As long as more energy is in those brain cells, it will enhance our memory. It will protect our brain cells from damage. It will support us to have positive mood and also improve our focus and cognition, our focus and cognition. So though we are getting old, we can still have good memory if we take the LiveGood methylene blue, right? And it's probably the best brain health product on the market. It's very, very cheap, $12.95. And that will last you, that's an entire month's supply for just $12.95, all right? And actually, the science tells us that it should work. And so I have not used it myself, but persons who have would be able to testify, as with every other thing that we have, say it actually works. All right. We also have our multivitamin that is designed both for men and women. Now, multivitamin contains 24 vitamins and minerals. The second thing you need to know about this multivitamin is that it is good for our immune health and also our cardiovascular health. All right. And as we say, to replace the deficiencies that we have as it relates to our food. The thing is, most persons, 9 out of 10 persons, are deficient in at least one vitamin or mineral. All right. And this is as a result of the food that we eat does not produce or provide all of the nutrients that we need. Right? It may be that we're making wrong choices with the food that we eat, or it may be that the food that we eat are just depleted as of before because of the way it is manufactured. It may be the way it is planted, the nutrients that is given to it, the care that is taken. Most of them may not be organic. It might be, there's a fertilizer driven and maybe the GM and everything else, right? Genetically engineered products and so forth, because the industry demands it, right? So they're making shortcuts and so forth. So we are not getting adequate amount of vitamins and minerals. So a good way to replenish or to increase or to balance off what we are missing is by supplement, right? If we don't have enough vitamins, our digestion of food will not be done properly. Our organs will fail to function at peak level, and our immune system will break down. When you put all of that together, you recognize that we will suffer as a result. Our multivitamin promotes healthy aging, and the ingredients in there are specific for the gender, both male and female. They have done the study to see what are the requirements for male and female as relates to various iron and the various minerals and the various vitamins. And so it is designed, the two are designed to supply that what we need. And if you look at the values here, you'll notice that it is supplying way more than what we need on a daily basis. All right. Sometimes when you look at vitamin B, thiamine, you see that it's 833% of what is required, just 10 milligrams. So you can imagine how much little thiamine that we need, but we are not getting it adequately in the food choices that we make. All right. And so the supplement would be very, very good in adding to what we are lacking. Our price is just $9.95 as compared to what's on the market. Vitamin D is not in the multivitamins because it stands alone. Vitamin D is just so important. It's the most important vitamin our bodies need as it relates to our immune health. Immune system, the system that fights disease, pathogens, cancer. This is what we're talking about. Our immune system, the one that protects us from the harmful germs out there. Vitamin D is the most important vitamins that we need to improve and to maintain a healthy immune system. The sad thing is that in spite of the fact it is so important, it is the most deficient vitamins there is on the planet. Most people aren't getting enough sun. It is produced, we can produce vitamin D for the sun, and yet most persons are not getting enough sunlight on a daily basis to maintain a healthy vitamin level. All right, and because of that, our immune system gets weakened, our bone density is compromised because vitamin D is responsible for the absorption of calcium from the gut, from the food into our bloodstream, right? And so we are more vulnerable to sickness and disease. When I said about we are not getting enough sunlight, the studies show that, and that's a study that was done, and it still bears pretty much what it was from the time it was done, that we are spending almost 70% of our time in our home, right? And very, very little time in the outdoor, right? On a daily basis, we spend a total of 86.9% is spent indoors, whether it's in our home, our workplace, our vehicle, maybe a restaurant. We spend almost more than 85% of the day indoors, and only 7.6% in the outdoor. That is not sufficient time in the outdoor to be able to generate, your body to be able to generate the vitamin D that is necessary. All right. And so because of that, if you're not taking a supplement with vitamin D, then you will experience poor health, your immune system, poor absorption of calcium, which leads to, bone health, bone density, and so forth being compromised, as well as, and other related problems, osteoporosis, osteomalacia, muscle weakness, because all vitamin D is associated and responsible for the proper health. Also, as it relates to inflammation, vitamin D plays a significant role in reduction of inflammation in the body, right? As well as in modulation of processes such as your cell growth, neurotransmitter, immune function, even glucose metabolism. And so you can see vitamin D is very, very important. When it is lacking, then you will suffer as a result. Vitamin D, our vitamin D is accompanied by vitamin K, which not only help to ensure to enhance and support the function of vitamin D, but it also helps to ensure that calcium reach the bones, right? To maintain a healthy bone density and to help maintain healthy blood and heart function. The other thing that vitamin K does, it prevents the accumulation of plaque inside of the artery. And so it helps keep us the rate of calcification in our arteries very, very low. If there is calcification and blood clots and so forth are forming in our artery, that can lead to a heart attack. That can lead to ischemia of any part of your body. If it's happening in the heart, you get a heart attack. If it happens in the brain, you get a stroke. If it happens in the leg, you get something called intermittent claudication. And these clot can actually come out, can get loose, break up, and then travel through the bloodstream. And when it gets to a capillary where it's too small to get in, it can get lodged in there and totally blocks any blood from passing over to the organ that the capillary is feeding. When that happens, there is what is called an ischemia that happens. The deadening of the cells of that organ dies out, and it can render it dysfunctional, right? And that can lead to a lot of things. If it happens in the heart, you can get what is called arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats, and that could even lead to death. Blood, completely not send signals to your muscle, the muscles of your heart to beat, and then you get it's just a number of complications you can get, right? Including, as I said, heart attack and stroke and so forth. So vitamin D, vitamin K, very important. Magnesium is also another important mineral. And magnesium is involved in muscle, nerve, and energy support. Over 300 bodies reaction every single day. It's a magnesium support the enzyme reaction of over 300 enzyme reaction every single day. If you lack in magnesium, then all of these enzymic reactions is either compromised or does not take place at all, and so you will suffer. You will suffer from heart problems. You will suffer from difficulty in sleeping. You will suffer from decrease in being able to focus and learn. We talked about that with methylene blue. Difficulty in managing stress, right? Loss of bone density. Talked about that, right? And so forth. So even exercise performance. The other thing that we also will have problem with managing anxiety, right? And help, I talked about a while ago in the healthy heart rhythm, heart beating correctly, managing your blood sugar in persons with diabetes. All of these are under the supervision, if you say, or the support of magnesium. And so when you don't have enough, then all of these reactions and functions are compromised. And that is the reason that somebody may be thinking that they need a tranquilizer to put them to sleep because they just can't sleep. And what they may be missing is magnesium, right? Because it actually works. And I can testify that it actually works to help you have a good rest and a good night's sleep. All right. What is the cost of magnesium? Just $9. Super Red. You probably have heard about Super Red because this is the maybe the best product that there is with the red fruits and vegetable combined, combined in such a way that it is good for cardiovascular health. It is good for circulation, the circulation of the blood in the body. All right. It is good for sexual health and also good for brain health. Another compound, another product that is good for brain and cognitive function. All right. If you want to talk about healthy aging, if you want to talk about something that is important for your heart, you need to be talking about the red line of vegetables and fruits. All right. And that is where Super Red comes in powerfully. You see, in your body has a product that it produces. All right. Chemical that it produces called nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide is known as the vasodilator of the body, right? As we age, we produce less nitric oxide. And so there is, instead of relaxation of the vessel, there is a contraction of the vessel. That automatically leads to increased pressure, blood pressure. So that you see that most persons who are older are the ones who have blood pressure. Some would say, I never knew I had blood pressure. I don't have blood pressure in my family. Where did that come from? Nitric oxide, as you start getting older, the production of nitric oxide is diminished. And with that, you also have decreased ability and decreased functionality in your body. Your energy is decreased, your recovery is decreased, your management of stress is decreased, your heart function is decreased, your blood flow, all of these things gets compromised because of the reduction in the production of nitric oxide. Now, antioxidants are known to increase the nitric oxide level, right? And that is how Super Red works. It enhances the production of nitric oxide, which through a process in the body causes relaxation of the muscle, relaxation of the arteries, the blood vessel. As the relaxation takes place, more blood flows into this vessel, and it perfuses through the body, right? Gets to the cell, gets to the tissues where it is needed, brings a fresh supply of oxygen, takes out the carbon dioxide and the waste, right? And circle back, gets into the lungs, get a new amount of oxygen again, resupply the cell. The cell is always being supplied with fresh oxygen and nutrients, and so they perform better. Everything gets back in line. So what are the ingredients of our super red? Alfalfa grass, barley grass, beetroots, wheatgrass, hawthornberry. There's a powerful antioxidant. Maybe one of the best, right? Aronia fruitberry, ultimately really good, especially vitamin C, right? Aronia fruitberry, oatgrass, spinach, pomegranate, grapeseed, and a lot more berries and in there as well. And so when you put all of that together, this is what enables the body to produce the nitric oxide that is needed, so that it will relax all the veins, all the muscles, all the arteries in your system, and cause that blood flow, and therefore increase your circulation, increase your cardiovascular health, and also increase your sexual health, especially for men, right? Who need that extra supply of blood in that organ to perform when it is needed. So this is the science behind it. It actually works. And for those who are taking it, especially the men who are buying in by the number, they know it's because it's working. Men buy everything that helps them down there. And so it works. But it works in a natural way and works in a healthy way. All right. And that's the important thing. What is the cost? Just $18. When you compare that with organified red juice, $69, $70. Ours is only $18. Super Beet has beet as its main product. We have beet and many more, and there's more expensive than ours. All right. When we talk about immune protection, we talk about energy and recovery. When we want to talk about stress support, so you'll notice a number of things: vitamins, magnesium, right? Talking about stress and so forth. We talked about methylene blue. We all have stress, and we all would want some way of being able to manage the stresses of our life. Well, these products are designed for that, for nutrition, for detoxifying your body, right? Cleaning up your liver and your gut. These are the things that you will find in Super Green. And Super Green, as a counterpart to Super Red, actually does very good work in the gut, right? Keeping the gut well functioning and clean of any debris and any bacteria or anything of that sort. It has, along with the natural product, the leaf, the dandelions, and the aloe vera, and all of these things, it have yogurt culture, lactobacilli, that is good to take care of your gut and keep it at the proper pH to prevent the growth of the harmful bacteria and as well as fungus. And so you see here that this product is good for in your immune system, but it's also good in cleaning and detoxifying your system and keeping it well functioning. So you want to put that in your collection as well. Protein is another thing that we need, especially if you are moving away from the meat and you really want to have a good protein source to build and to restore muscles and joints, and to also help build lean muscle. You want to have LiveGood complete plant-based protein, which is impregnated with 26 vitamins and minerals. So you know you're getting a really complete supplement here, and a good alternative to the meat, and you know that you probably have been asked to get off. The cost just $22. The comparison, it can't compare. You can see they're way above almost two times, 3 times more than what we have. Amino acid is another thing that I love. The amino acid helps to maintain lean muscle mass, also boosts stamina and recovery, and it works right away. If you want to increase your ability in going to the gym, or maybe you're feeling tired and weak and listless, you know, and you want just a boost, the amino acid is, and that again is natural. That's a simpler form of the protein. That is the base form of all protein. And so you're getting a natural product right away that can work almost instantly. Right? Actually, it works. I know that it works. Honestly, it has worked for me, and I can testify. The newest product that we have is creatine. And creatine is really, really helpful for the people who are in the gym, the athletes and those who are bodybuilding, you know, and so forth, and who are increasing their strength. But not just for that persons, you just may want a little more strength, a little more strength and power in your muscles. You feel that you're getting a little weak. You want that. You may be also be having cramping and poor metabolism. Creatine also helps to increase and to restore that, right? It also helps with your brain, you know, again, brain functionality and so forth. So lowering your blood pressure, improving your brain function, as I said, increasing your strength, increasing your muscle mass, exercise performance. Creatine is the best that there is. Along with the creatine, there is a product called beta hydroxy beta methyl butyrate. That is HMB. And you don't even need to learn that, but you know what it does. It helps slow down the process of muscle loss and accelerate your muscle recovery, especially after a workout or maybe a long walk. You have destroyed a lot of muscle tissues and so forth. And so it needs to recover. You remember that when you start, if you start to walk, when you have not been doing it for a while, you will feel pain in your muscle, right? You'll feel pain in your muscle. If you go into the gym for the first time and you start to do some stretches and some exercise that you have not done before, you will feel the pain. Well, these are the muscles that you have pulled and stretched out of where it was. They have caused some tearing and some, destruction with these muscles, and they need to be repaired and they need to be restored, right? Creatine and HMB enables that and quickens that process. And so what you get is improved muscle strength, reduced recovery time, promote maximum endurance, also support weight management and cognitive function. So a very good product to have. And look at our price, just $20 as compared to all of the others on the market, $65 and $50 and so. And we have ours for just $20. Factor 4 is the #1 product for inflammation. Yep, the #1 product for inflammation is factor 4. And inflammation is responsible for 50% of all the deaths that we have in the world. So what are the diseases that are directly related to inflammation? Heart disease, kidney and liver disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, the works, arthritis, all of these are inflammation related. And so if you can control and reverse the inflammation, then you can actually do something in restoring and reversing some of these conditions that you may have or may be developing as we speak. And so a product, capsule, a little capsule, it looks like an ampule that has a fish oil and turmeric and coquetine and garlic is perfectly blended by one of the world's leading or top immunologists, Dr. Heather Volks, put this together. And for LiveGood, for the LiveGood people, the LiveGood member, it is only $18.50. All right, so this is a very good thing to have. If you want to lose weight, if you want mental clarity, if you want to support your brain function again, as we saw with methylene blue, you want to go with that coffee. If you're somebody who drinks coffee or you drink caffeine, it's not a bad product to have because it does all of that, but it also helps you lose weight. And for a lot of persons may be struggling with that, you're doing the work, but the legs are not really, really strong again, and you want a natural way to lose the weight, that would be a good product to be on. All right. Beyond that, we have other stuff that actually helps with the mental clarity, which help with depression, anxiety, and the lot. And that is CBD oil. CBD oil is very, very good anti-inflammatory and pain reliever, but also help with depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. All right. You see a lot of these things are happening in the United States. Those former soldiers coming back to the States after their stint out on the war field, and they come back gunning down people because they still believe that they're still in the war zone, right? And so it's called post PTSD, and a lot of them are be affected by this and causing a lot of untold harm and death to a lot of innocent person, right? So this is one of the drug that they are looking for. And I say the drug because it has been developed into drugs as well, but it is a natural compound from the cannabis plant. The antioxidant, the cannabidol that is in this, it's one of them in the cannabis plant. It has been tested and shown to actually treat seizures, to treat Parkinson's disorder, autism, and the works. So you see, it's very, very good. Our price is out of this world as compared to anything. We even have a product for animals at a lower dosage. When you look at the price in comparison, whereas we have ours for just $18, others have theirs for $90. And ours have 750 milligrams pure CBD. This one only has, Green Rose only have 550, but yet their price is 5 times more than ours. That's crazy, all right? So persons who obviously seen this are saying, we will go with the LiveGood CBD. You get more and you pay much less, all right? That is what we do. When it relates to skin health and so forth, we have Instant Youth that helps you look younger. Honestly, it works. It works within 90 seconds, as they say, less than 2 minutes. You could see results on it. All right. There is its partner, ageless, which I think it's the science behind this one backs up really, really nicely, because it is made with 12 of the world's richest fruits and vegetables to provide a skin rejuvenating results. All right. It helps your body produce collagen. Collagen is something that is what causes your skin to look young and healthy and radiant. And so as you start to age and your body stops producing collagen, you begin to wrinkle and you begin to look older, right? If you can get this thing back into your system, guess what's going to happen? Kind of make you look younger. Person will say that you're getting old, but your face is not changing. I know you celebrate another birthday, but you're still looking as young as ever, as strong as ever. Ageless, collagen back into your system, and you will do that. There is also a collagen peptide that has also been produced, which have a higher concentration of the collagen. And this one actually really, really helps in keeping our cells of the body strong and keeping it keeping the structure of our body in place. All right. You see, when we are young, our skin is full of collagen, and we look young. Our muscles, our joints, everything is working well. As we get older, and the collagen is no longer being produced, then naturally you're working on your reserves. And when your reserves get finished, then you are getting all of the aches and the pains and even your hair begin to drop off and everything of that sort. But with putting collagen back into your system, getting the cell also to stimulate new collagen in the skin and the joints will begin to reverse the condition. It will help your muscle put strength back into your muscle, the ligaments, the cartilage, what else? In the joints, the synovial fluid, and all of these things are collagen based. And so you could imagine that this will help you very, very well in the functionality of your joints and so forth. All right. There is a pain relief cream that is made with CBD. That is also something that you want to put. There is patches that we have both for sleeping and for energy. So it's a day patch and a night patch. Gives you 8 hours of functionality. And all of these are made with natural plant products. natural plant-based product as they study this thing. They know which ones are helpful in putting you to sleep, slowing down your metabolism and so forth, and having, and then they also have those that actually increases your energy and so forth, and your endurance and so forth. So as we have looked at some of them before. So they're put in the patch and actually have the 8-hour coverage. Now, if you want everything that we have, you can get all of that for $390. If you buy in retail and you're not a member, you will have to pay $400. So you see an $80 difference in the price. If you want everything but but without the CBD products, then you would pay just $230, right? And the person who is not a member would have to pay $300 for it. So here you see a $70 difference. So, so it pays to be a member of LiveGood and not just buy it out there on the market. If you don't need that entire pack, but you just need a daily essential pack, which contains the vitamins, the vitamin D, the magnesium, you can get that for just $27. If you want a lean body pack, for example, the one that will help you lose the weight, you can also get that for $90 with the aminos, with the protein, along with the multivitamins and so forth. So you see that there are packages that you can get, or if you want to just buy them individually, singly, you can do that as well. If you want a maximum energy pack, here is the cost here is what you get in that pack. If you want the ultimate wellness pack, you also have that here. You can see the price at $100. So there's packages that they have put together. But again, I said, you don't have to buy if you don't need to. When you need to, when you want to, when it's needed, then you can make your purchase. If you don't need everything in the pack and you just want a single product, you can do that as well. There's, no one tells you what to buy, when to buy it, how to buy it. All right, so that's not an obligation with LiveGood. Now, how do you become a member of LiveGood? Well, first you have to register and get a sponsor's link. You can get a link from someone who's already a member of LiveGood. All right, that is important because you cannot just go on YouTube and join LiveGood. You need to get a link in order to join. And that most likely is the person who invited you to this presentation. All right. He would have a link or she would have a link and she would say, you say, I'm ready to start. I want to get this product. They're really, really exciting. I can see how it can benefit me. I can see how it can benefit the people at my church. Sometimes we say, where can I get somebody to tell about it? You go to church every weekend with some persons who are not in the best of health. Who can actually be, who can actually, this can actually help improve their health. Here's a good thing you're telling them. You find something good and you tell somebody. All right, they will thank you for it for life. So thank you for putting me onto this platform, onto this company, because I can afford the supplements that have come to me and have served better maybe than the medication I'm using. And you know what's gonna happen? You go to your doctor and say, I'm getting something better. I think I can feel better and so forth. Can we start reducing some of these high blood pressure tablets and these diabetes tablets, because I have products that actually help my metabolism, help regulate my sugar and so forth, bring my super red that brings down my pressure. And I believe I can do some away with some. At least reduce it, we'll do it in coordination with your doctor and so forth. Well, that's what we are doing here, getting persons healthy and keeping them healthy. All right. So you need to have a link for someone who's part of LiveGood. You secondly need to have $40 US as a one-time member affiliate registration to register as a member of LiveGood, $40 US. The only thing else that you need as an obligation is to maintain your membership. All right. So you've registered as a member and you want to maintain your membership, and that costs you $9.95, $9.95 a month. Just that. That is all that's required. If you registered with Netflix, you have to pay $15 to maintain to watch your movies, right? If you registered with $10, but if you registered with Amazon, you have to pay $15, right? As a member every month, or else you lose your ability to get your discount of your products. Costco, you have to pay your $120 for the year. That the registration is important to help the company and to be able to offer you the product at a discounted price, right? That is important. So when you do that small contribution to LiveGood, you actually are in the right place. The other thing that we promote is that persons join LiveGood for and they pay for a year. So that way you do not have to try to remember, did I pay last month? You're getting information from the company saying that you are in a raise, or you're missing out on your payment and you won't be able to continue as a member if you didn't pay. You don't want that harassment. Pay for, if you have it, you pay for a year. When you do that, you pay $140. All right. Now, ordinarily, you would have to pay $160 for the year. If you pay 40 and 12 months at $10, that's $120. But because you're paying for a year, the company gives you 2 months off. Basically, it says you just pay for 10 months. We will give you coverage for 12 months. That's a good thing. That's a good deal, right? So everyone can be on board. If you can't pay for the year and it's what you can pay by the month, no problem. You can start that way. You can upgrade at any time. When you think you have the extra $100, you can upgrade and get a 12-month coverage. All right, so it works out just fine. Now, however, with that affiliate fee of $50 that you brought in, you also are given some additional privileges. You have a corporate site that has basically your back office and everything that you need to know, about LiveGood, your team people, the people where you get your link, your link to share with your friends, where you get your money, where you get paid, and everything of that. So that's in your back office. The second link that you're given is a landing page that has an 5-minute advertisement of what LiveGood is all about, and actually encourage person at the end of it to reserve a position. As you reserve that position, that is for free, but as you put in your name and you put in your email, information is sent directly to your email to tell you what is the process, how you go about to register and to pay up your $50 and so forth to get into LiveGood. All right, but speak to the person who invited you, and they will help you with that process in getting registered. A simple process. Everyone can do it. In fact, 850,000 persons have done it in the last 11 months. All right. They also have, you also given with your $50 a retail site. And on that retail site, all of the products I have talked about and many more that I probably haven't mentioned, they are given to you to promote. And if any sales is made of these products because of your advertising, you are compensated. The profit is shared with you. All right. I'll tell you how much of the profit is shared with you in our compensation plan. So LiveGood have 7 different ways of actually giving back, of actually compensating you if you are part of LiveGood. First is the First Start Weekly Commission. And in the First Start Weekly, the Fast Start, Weekly Commission, you as a member and as affiliate member, you now having a link, you can invite other persons into joining LiveGood. You speak to your friend, you speak to your mother, you speak to your pastor at the church, you show them what LiveGood is about, and he or she joins. Say, I want to be part of that too. I know of persons else who can benefit from these products. And as they come in and they pay in their $50, the company takes that $50 and shares it equally with the person who brought that new prospect, that new a member to LiveGood. So if you're the one who told Jack about joining LiveGood and Jack joined, he brings in $50, well, the company gives you 50% of that bonus. Now, there is no limit as to how many persons you can bring. Some of the leading people have brought over 1,000 people into LiveGood, right? Now think of 1,000 times $25 on everybody. That's $2,500, right? Even if you have brought 20 persons at 25, you will have gotten $400, right? So is it $500? So you see that LiveGood actually enables you to get Fast Start Weekly Commission on as you go about telling persons about LiveGood. When you become a bronze, if you have brought in 2 persons into the company, you are now a bronze member of the company, and that enables you to open a second generation of income on the fast start weekly bonus. In other words, even if you're not the person who brought that person in, so if I brought in Jack, I will have gotten my $25 from Jack, but now Jack brings in Jane, and Jack gets $25, but because I'm a bronze member, I also get another $5 from Jane as well. Now, it's not Jane's money because Jane brought it into the company, but the company, instead of keeping that money, is sharing it out with those who have actually helped. And then there is 10 levels of deep that you can go as you begin to rank up in the company, and there may be persons 10 generations below you, and you will get a little something from their coming into the company. Persons you will never get to know in life, but they are part of they have become part of LiveGood, and you can actually benefit. The company rewards you for telling others about LiveGood. Ultimately, that's what it is. All right. Now, when you come into LiveGood, you are given 2 spaces directly under you. You have one on the right and one on the left. You bring in your first 2 persons and they will fill in that space. But if you have a third and a fourth and a fifth person that you brought in, they will fill now a position under that person that you brought in. So you brought in Jack, and you brought in Zachary, and then you have somebody else. You have Rebecca, you have Mary, you have Rachel. These are persons that I also have heard and you have spoken to, and they want to join, but you no longer have a space directly under you, where the company or the automated system will put it on the Jack. I will put it on the Zachary, and so forth. So in other words, you are helping build the team, your team that is coming under you. Now, when Zachary begins to work and he brings in 2 or 3, it will fall also on those that are already there. So everyone in the team is helping the other person below them. It's called spillover, all right? And so doing this, the team is building, and pretty soon your team will begin to grow. From 2 that you brought to 6, and the third level with another 14 is added, and so pretty soon your team is building. You might just get into 100. When you get into 100, the company gives you, no matter how many persons are under you, whenever there any person under you, the company gives you 2.5% of their monthly membership subscription. So everybody brings in $10 into the company, and the company gives 2.5% of it to the person in your matrix, and that is 25 cents. Now, it doesn't look big. 25 cents, yes. 100 persons at 25 cents is already $25, right? 1,000 persons at 25 cents is already $250. So as your team begins to grow, you are guaranteed a monthly residual of 25 cents from every person in your team. As long as they remain active in your team, then you're guaranteed that money. Especially if they've done it for an entire year, they bought a year package, then you are guaranteed to have at least, you have something coming your way for the next 12 months, right? And so this is important, and this is very, very good. This is a good way of multiplying and getting residual income. There is the matching bonus that is even more powerful, because not only are you getting money in your matrix, but the person that you brought in, he is getting money in his matrix as well, because his team is being built as well. But if he makes whatever amount that he makes or she makes that you brought in, you will be given 50% matching bonus from all your directs. So, and that is significant. So if you have, for example, 5 persons that you brought in, and they happen over time to be making $100 each in the matrix, well, the company will give you $50 in matching bonus for all of these 5 persons. Now you have gotten your own matrix commission, and now you're getting commission from those that you brought in. So that is what the company, if you are spreading that message and telling others about it, the company grows. People get to know. We are now 850,000 persons. These heard by somebody else telling them or inviting them to a presentation. And the company has grown so much because someone is not keeping that truth to themselves, you're telling somebody else about it. That excitement, that wonder that you have found, you want to tell somebody who, because they need to be healthy as well, and you're looking out for your person. But the company is continuously compensating you for telling others. All right. And so the matching bonus is 50%. There's second generation matching bonus and so forth that is added. All right. So there is the retail commission. The retail commission, remember you're given a website with all of the products. Well, if somebody, whilst maybe you're sleeping, gets onto your YouTube page, see your link, goes into your website, and they make a purchase of Super Red, for example, they would be paying at a retail price for it at $24. As a member, you pay $18. There's a $6 difference. So that profit is $6 that the company makes. At the end of the month, they tally all the product that was sold by you. They look at how much profit that they made, and they split it half and half with you. In other words, they give you 50% of the profit that was of all the profit that was made, that was sold from your website, and then they keep the other 50. I call it a 50% company. They just keep 50, give you 50%. That's what it is. And if you happen to be a bronze member or silver member, you'll be not only given 50%, but you're given an additional 10%. And as a silver, you're given an additional 20%. You know, so that means that a silver gets 70% of the profit. A gold gets 75%. A diamond gets 80% of the profit, and the company only keeps 20%. That's a company who's interested in helping its member get out of poverty, giving back. They're receiving and they're giving directly back to its members so that they too can, as we say, get a piece of the pie. All right. If you're an influencer and you have a lot of sales from your retail customer, your company, or or maybe you have a contact with somebody who owns a pharmacy or something, and you're able to get them to buy, and you can make good sales in it, then if you make a sale of $2,500, you're given an additional 10% on the 50%. So that's 60%, of the profit that is made. If you happen to make a $10,000 volume for that month, then you're given an additional 30%, and that makes you 50 plus 30, that's 80% in all. And if you happen to make a $50 sales for the company, $50,000 sales for the company that month, you are given another 50%. That means the entire 100% of the profit you keep. That's good. The big one that everyone wants to aspire to and get to, that's a goal that all of us have, is to become a diamond. And the diamond pool, there is 2% of all the sales that the company make for the year, for the month, is placed in a pool called a diamond pool bonus. And all diamonds get equal amounts, is shared equally among all the diamonds. All right. Now we are talking about significant number. The first time that anybody got into become a diamond and the pool was activated, he got $25,000 for the month. The next month, 3 persons became diamond, and they all got $23,000. Right? Right now, persons are still getting between $10,000 and $16,000, depending on the amount of sales that is made for the month. So this is a good place everybody wants to be. There is also the Crown Diamond, and now we have 2 Crown Diamonds. One called Tim Miller, and another one called Fernand Santiago. They are, I think it's from the Philippines or something like that. And so it's all around the world, not just in America. It's all around the world, and people are doing very, very well in it, and they are given additional compensation. Now, how do you get paid? Well, if you're American, you get paid directly. You can get paid directly. Provide your bank account, and you can get paid directly into your bank account. If you're an international, as most of us are, you can get paid through an e-wallet powered by iPayout. And as long as you have at least $25 in coming your way, if you have maybe sign up 1 person and you get $25, they invite you to join the iPayout e-wallet, and then they put that money into there for you. All right. You can keep the money there. You can transfer it to your bank. You can upload it onto a prepaid card. You can also transfer it into your Bitcoin Exodus account or something, anything to do with crypto. And you can do all of that from the iPayout e-wallet. All right. Here is the the card, the MasterCard that you can purchase $10, and then you can send that money and upload that card for you, and you can use it as your own bank card. You know, you have money on there, you can go to your ATM and withdraw it. You can use it to make your purchase online, right? You can use it to pay your subscription, your $10 for the month, or even help your teammate who would give you the cash, and then you would just transfer or pay up their membership for them. So it's very, very useful card. It's a MasterCard. It means that it's a legitimate card, because MasterCard have vetted the company, recognized that it's a legitimate company, and they have an open contract to provide MasterCards for the LiveGood family. All right. And so we're talking about a very, very good, a confirmation that LiveGood is a legitimate company, because MasterCard does not make any business with a company that's not registered with the IRS in America, right? That is a legitimate company going for the right channels. And it is, and you can be safe, you can be sure that it is, you know, doing things above board. If you want to be paid in Bitcoin, there is a company called BitPay that is associated with LiveGood that enables you to transfer your money. Either you can use Bitcoin to pay your monthly, or you can use Bitcoin to join the company. So they receive cryptocurrency, and they also can pay you in cryptocurrency. And that's for persons who are into crypto, they would understand that. All right. So at the end of this lecture, you have 3 choices: to become a member, to become a retail customer and pay a lot more for it, or to become an affiliate where you can actually get a compensation from the company. My suggestion to everyone is pay the $50 and become an affiliate. It's $50 is not out of the bounds of everybody. Most persons can afford it, and you know that you are putting yourself in a place where you can not only gain products, beautiful products, wonderful products to help your health, but you can also put yourself in a place where you can get compensation back from the same company as you bring in persons, as you tell others about it, as you make sales for your retail site, you can actually receive income. So do not procrastinate, and as I would say, beware of the but syndrome. I know it's good, but I can see how it can work, but that but syndrome is a method of procrastination. Persons put it off, and they never get to do it. Other persons who came in much later after them run with the idea, get into a position where they get somebody under them that is really pushing this business, and they could get matching bonus, you know, they could get matrix bonus from these individuals that they never knew, but somebody that they told knew, right? And so you don't want to be on the outside, just looking in and not doing anything. Return to the person who invited you, let them know that you're interested in becoming an affiliate member, and they will give you a link, and you will get your journey on the way. Now, as with any business, individual success may vary and is dependent upon one's individual capacity, their business experience, their desire, their motivation, right? If you don't have that motivation, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to talk to anybody, then it won't do very well. But you can still get your products, very well. But if you see the potential and you want to run with it, get other persons involved, get into your contact list, recognize you have so many persons that you know, send a 5-minute video out, let them have a look at it, let them tell you what they think about it, introduce them to one of the sessions where you can get more information and see how they go, right? And if they are willing to join, then you have done something good. You have actually increased your lot by $25 in the first place, and the monthly matrix, matching bonus, residual coming your way every month. All right, with that said, I will stop the recording